Just create the largest ed tech in the history of the world. We took Transite Campus, a third of Blackboard, from having 15 million students using almost exclusively on-premise servers. We took this large organization with 15 or so products to being cloud native in essentially 4 years. Number of releases made per year is in the tens of thousands. Our team developed what we call UDX Worker, which is a Docker image that your developers would use as a base image to build their applications on. The way secrets are handled, which is the thing that one gets hacked the most, two, all the compliance requirements are about. And in practice, you don't want to have your secrets be in the code, they have to be somewhere. It solves that problem by letting you use Docker as it's intended to be used, but where are the secrets? The actual secrets problem is solved by this layer. We add the security layer to it so the development teams don't have to, because a lot of times they won't do it. It can run in almost any environment, any cloud. So whether it's a GitHub action or an Azure DevOps step or a microservice on the web, they all have the same problem of secret management and essentially being prepped to be able to be ran in anywhere in the cloud. And there's just a certain design pattern to it. And this image forces that, if you will. It's on GitHub and Docker Hub, so it's very transparent. It doesn't even care what language your actual program is written in. It's built so that your dev team can give a deliverable to the rest of the organization in a way they can then run it in the cloud. We're really trying to make those capabilities not only quicker to get, but also put them into a form the development teams will integrate into their flow. You don't have to hire that DevOps engineer for $200,000 a year. You can have your software engineer use that Docker image and just inherit all of our DevOps best practices. So it really takes a year or so of dedicated DevOps engineer working in a team and puts it into a Docker image. So the team can just start using that image and essentially all the best practices and security is baked in. It's Docker pull, usability dynamic / UDX Worker. Step one, have a repository. Step two, make sure your code can run as a Docker image. Step three, make sure that your Docker image uses our image as a baseline, because that will add some automation for how and where to store secrets. Step four, write the application, write the code, do the hard work. Step five, once you have a Docker image, because the result of all this is you create a Docker image of your own. We're just a part of it, a security layer, if you will. Once you have a Docker image, you can run that in the cloud. It's just a great solution if you're managing a lot of important code or any code. We have a successful track record with releasing open source solutions. Docker images are just like a smaller version of a virtual machine. Kubernetes is a virtual machine. And on Kubernetes, you have a bunch of Docker containers running. So it just kind of lets you build your systems and solutions with smaller blocks. Okay. Essentially, that's all it is. Everything is virtualized on some form or fashion in the cloud. So we took a large organization making a lot of critical systems into the cloud using this methodology.